One of my firm beliefs is every single law student, every single Columbia law student should take a clinic. And that's because the range of what we teach across our clinics, but also within each clinic, is both broad and deep.
You know, the problems you're going to be solving in clinic are going to look very different than the work you were doing as a 1L.
The heart of the clinical experience here at Columbia Law is really having your own clients and really taking ownership of your own legal practice.
The opportunity to be first or second chair is attorneys wait years for that experience, so to be able to do it in law school is massive.
It's not a case where someone is telling us, okay, you need to be researching this, and then we'll go from there. It's more like we start out with the problem, we talk to the client, and then we come up with a plan ourselves.
So it's a very thoughtful process, and it's a learning by doing, which I think I've always been someone who's more of a hands-on learner, and the clinic is the only space that gives me that.
It is a lot of responsibility, but you are supported by wonderful clinical faculty who are there to help you every step of the way.
The way I've described it to my students is it's like throwing you in the deep end of a pool, but you have a lot of floaties, and the professor is essentially providing those floaties to make sure that you don't sink.
Feeling the weight of trying to help somebody with a very real problem is something that all of us feel in practice, no matter how many years we've been doing it. One of the things we do is navigate that, give students tools to figure out both how to serve their client, but also how to understand themselves in that experience.
My first client interaction took place at arraignments in the criminal court of New York City down in Lower Manhattan.
My first meeting with a client was with a client that was starting a new organization. It was a new nonprofit.
By the third or fourth week of the semester, students will actually be in the courts of New York City helping real people bring their disputes to a close.
Now I'm able to go and mediate cases and say, okay, like this is a property issue, this is a contracts issue, there's a tort involved here. That's a great way to kind of keep me grounded and also kind of see the impact of the legal knowledge that I'm getting.
We're modeling for students that it isn't a separate exercise to learn theory and to learn practice. In fact, they're deeply integrated.
We study the theory, we then practice. The practice helps us reflect on the theory as well as shape the theory, and it provides then a continual feedback loop.
You're applying your knowledge in a way that feels tangible and real. It feels like advocacy, at least in its purest form.
I felt that we had done something that was useful to the client.
Just having, 10 people that are going through that process with you and a professor that's also there, supporting you and encouraging you, it just feels like such a warm community.
Come to a clinic and find that there are so many different ways that you can be excellent. You can be an A student. You can be a superlative lawyer.